All right, welcome back. This is Jack with Bonfire Locks. We got 5 picks in the NBA for you guys. Now, I know it's been a bit of a hiatus, but that is because the NBA has been gone for over a week. We're getting back into YouTube. I know I keep saying this, but we finally have a cadence. We've been working a lot on Slant Labs in the background. If you are not familiar with Slant Labs, excuse me, that is the screen you're looking at right now. We built a state-of-the-art AI sports betting app. All these other apps online, they're like, oh, we're a sports betting app. People try to use ChatGPT. This is not that. This is custom made AI built and designed specifically for sports picking. We ingest historical data, we ingest the lines, we take everything, we find discrepancies within the market, and then we give you guys the best picks. You can see the way the model works is, it sends out picks based off of overnight. So sometimes the lines might be better, sometimes it might be worse. That's kind of just how it works. You can also use the app here. Here you can see here right now it's just the game picks because the player prop picks take longer to come out. This is kind of what it looks like. And then it gives you a little analysis below from the AI to understand, what kind of like what the pick is, how it works, and give you kind of like a more in-depth variation of why the AI would like to pick. Again, check that out. Go over to Slant Labs AI. It is only $99 a month, which is, I think, very, very, very reasonable. There's like cappers out there that are, it's like $300 a month for their picks, and it's just the most insane thing. $99 a month, you get state-of-the-art custom AI sports betting picks delivered right to you. It's on the web. We have like a video that shows you how to like save it to your home screen on your phone so you can use it. It's also the other neat thing too is the aspect of, say you go into a game, like this is how we always talk about, like say you're going to a game tonight with your buddy, say NBA, and you're in DC, you're going to the Indiana Wizards game. So you click on the game and it'll load the picks for you. So say, there's plenty of times where I'm at the games with my boys, like, all right, what are we taking? So you go here, click on it. Okay, what should we take? AI likes Washington on the spread, and then it also likes the under. You can see here, it also shows kind of the best odds to get it. We're trying to improve it, trying to get, as we get more and more money, we want to make it more and more up to date, to stay up to date with the lines, to help you guys out. And you can see here, as I mentioned, there's no player prop picks. The player prop picks usually come in around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But what we will be doing is I'll be going against the AI. That's a little bit later in the video. Is I'll be taking my picks, and then we're going to compare that against what the AI likes tomorrow with the models, because it does like a lot of player prop picks. We've been analyzing the models, seeing what it likes, seeing what it doesn't like. And I'm going to be going head to head against our AI to see, man versus model, who can perform better. And again, this is actually the same AI that we use to win the American Betting League holiday tournament. So there's over 60 candidates, and I use this software to win the whole tournament, which was great. So it's like proof of concept. It works. We have a lot of people using it right now. A lot of people really like it. A lot of people, you can see people on Twitter talking about it. So doing really well. So really appreciate it. You can also use promo code YouTube50 to get 50% off your first month. And now let's get into the picks, because that's why you guys are here. So the first pick that we're going with, we have two DFS. We have two game picks for you guys. Usually it's just one, but the reason I like these picks is because, as I mentioned, like the AI makes the picks overnight. It takes the lines at the time of the models that are running, right? So it sees what the lines are. Sometimes we'll get better lines. Sometimes the AI jumps on it earlier. It all depends on when the lines happen. So a lot of times too, you can see here, the AI actually likes Sacramento on the money line tonight, which is wild. I will not be taking Sacramento on the money line, but if we look further down, it also, again, if it likes a big underdog on the road, or if it likes a big underdog on the money line, it's most likely going to like it on the spread. And so we're looking at Sacramento plus 11.5. So again, it projects a 13-point victory. You can see here, this is something that we're trying to fix on the model. It It messes up 2 points every time. It's just like the analysis is off by 2 points. But overall, it really likes Sacramento to win this game. I'm going to take the points. But when we went over to player profit, we noticed the line was already down to let's roll. The line was already down to 8.5. So we'll take it at 8.5. I still like it. It's a lot of points. So our first Slant Labs player profit pick of the day, we're going Sacramento Kings plus 8.5. So we're going to lock that in. Okay, as that's running. Now, as I mentioned again, the lines come out at certain times. There's another pick I really liked. We're looking at here. We're looking at Phoenix and San Antonio. And this game's actually, I think, going to be really good tonight. I'm excited for this game. So it thinks it's going to be a very close game between Phoenix and San Antonio. And with the spread at 7.5, it's like, take the points. Just take it. It's going to be a close game. That's what the analysis likes. And again, when we built the AI, one of the biggest things was, Vegas puts the lines because they're trying to make profitable lines for themselves. They're not always trying to look at what the projection of the game is going to be. They want to make a profitable line for them. So, Vegas is trying to set the line to make it high, make you take the point, or make you, they know a lot of people are going to take San Antonio. San Antonio is at home. So they're kind of juicing it to make it the line higher in San Antonio's favor. So that's when we take, hey, let's look at Phoenix. There's value on Phoenix. Let's take Phoenix at 7.5. And that is what we're going to do. And so that's why the second pick we are going with is Phoenix Suns plus 7.5. So again, I really like this pick. I see this model. I see this game being very close. If you also look over at Outlier, San Antonio's covered very well at 7.5. But Phoenix is also, they've won a bunch of games. They've also covered at 7.5. I just don't see this game being a massive blowout. I see this game coming down to, the final 2 possessions. Maybe San Antonio wins by 3 or 4. It's fine. Usually we have 7 points. So I'll take that. So our 2 game picks from Slant Labs is we are going with San Antonio plus Sacramento Kings plus 8.5, and then Phoenix Suns plus 7.5. Now, again, as I mentioned, we are going to man versus model. I'm going to take my DFS picks, and then we're going to compare those tomorrow against how well or what the AI thought for those picks. So, maybe the AI doesn't have, maybe the AI doesn't have sides on those picks. Maybe it'll take the same thing as me. Maybe it'll take the opposite pick. We'll see what happens. But pretty much what I'm going to try to do is focus on one game. We're going to focus on one game overall and then try to take some DFS picks from there. And what I was doing too, when I was looking at the DFS picks, was I wanted to look at the model. I wanted to see what games the model was like. For example, the game that we are looking at is, I noticed in the AI, it likes the over in Detroit in the next game, right? I think it's going to be a high scoring game. Combined forecast of about 230 points. So when I was looking at possible picks, I was like, okay, let me try to find guys who I think will score a lot of points. And I also know that our rebounds model, because again, all the models are different. There's different model for PRA, different model for picks or points, rebounds. There's a different model for assists, different model for games, and our model for rebounds is performing very, very well. So I wanted to make sure I got a rebound pick in there as well. So we got 3 DFS picks for you guys. And before I get into, make sure you take those over at Underdog, ReBet. I got a bunch of those. I got to add all those to the link in the description below. But again, all the links are in the description below. Again, go over to Slant Labs, use promo code YouTube50 to get 50% off your first month. So as I mentioned, we are looking at points, right? So the first pick I'm looking at is OG Anunoby. He's performing very, very good. Now I know it will be different because they're coming back from the All-Star break. He's been off for about 2 weeks. But again, he just has to get 15 points in this hits. OG, I think you can get that. He's averaging 18, median 20. I look a lot when I talk about this at the variance between the average and the median between how well the players are playing. If the median or average are very different from each other, then it means there's more anomalies. But he's pretty straightforward. And again, there's two just bad games where he just didn't play well. But overall, he's clearing this line on an average of at least four points a game. So I think this, he gets 4 points a quarter, and we cover this very simply. So our first DFS pick in man versus model, we're going OG Anunoby more than 14.5 points. Then on the other side of the ball, again, AI likes the over in this game. I like it too. We're looking at Duncan Robinson over 11.5. Now it looks like this line's actually juiced a little bit, so maybe we can get better value. It looks like 10.5. So if you want to take it down a little bit, take it at 10.5 as well. But I like Duncan at over 11.5 points. I think he'll play very well, especially too coming off the All-Star break. These guys are fresh. They can run up and down the court pretty well. I think there'll be a lot of movement. They all have fresh legs. So again, I like a lot of points in this game tonight. So take the over in Duncan Robinson more than 11.5 points. Now, lastly, we're going with Paul Reed under 8.5 rebounds. So I mentioned that our AI loves rebounds. A lot of the picks too, a lot of unders. Again, people know sharp money usually leans towards unders. That's what I like. And looking at this, the line's at 8.5. He's only averaging 4.5, 5 median a game. He's not even close to this. He hasn't gone over this in his last 20 games. I don't see him doing this now. I think this is a massive incorrect line. And again, this is why a lot of times Vegas will put lines to get people on the over. They know in DFS apps and in general, people like taking overs. They boost the line there, and then we get the juice on the under. So again, just to recap, the 5 picks we have for you guys, the 2 game picks, we have Phoenix plus 7.5, and we have Sacramento Kings plus 8.5. And then on the DFS side, we have OG Anunoby over 14.5 points, Duncan Robinson over 11.5 points, Paul Reed under 8.5 rebounds. That's all I got for you guys today. If you made it all the way here, please like, subscribe, comment. I know I keep saying it, but we will be back in YouTube, trying to hit YouTube daily. We're really trying to grow Slant Labs. And that's why I know I'm going to be on YouTube daily now, because my main thing, this is me and my co-founder's company. We want to grow this. We want you guys using it. And we want you guys to use it and also give us feedback. We have the Discord in there that we're constantly getting feedback on. Once we get I'd say probably because right now we have about, a little under 200 users. Once we get up to maybe 200, 500, once we get a lot of paying users, then we are going to have a separate Discord strictly for Slant Labs for you guys to be in there. But give us feedback. Check out the apps. Let us know if you want better analysis, because one of the big things that we did was there really wasn't originally AI analysis in the app. And then a lot of our feedback from the users was, hey, we want analysis. We don't, we're not as familiar with AI. We don't really know why these picks are happening. Because, for example, the AI like Sacramento, that's not a common pick that people would think to take, but they want analysis on kind of why and how it works. So that's all I have for you guys today. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment. It'll help raise this channel, and the more views we get, the better it does. Make sure to go over slantlabs.com. Link is in the description below. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.